Alright, so I wanted to go over the Blackberry Bridge. That's probably one of the signature reasons on what I was looking for in a tablet. As I stated in my other videos, a tablet to me is a slave device to the phone. I'm not interested in a standalone tablet. I just don't think they're there, quite frankly. I'm not going to rehash that. But here's my WebOS Pre 2. Now, the Palm Pre 3 was demonstrated to be able to have a relationship with the touchpad, SMS, phone calls, things like that. That's a key feature I wish all the ecosystems would embrace. The devices are aware of each other. They have a relationship with each other. They're not just, oh, I'm over here, and oh, I'm over here. Oh, and by the way, if we do need to connect, you have to pay for a hotspot or a tethering plan, and it depends on your other countries. Here in the U.S., that's a big issue. Or, oh, let's go through a syncing service where then it can go up, and then it gets pushed to each device and things like that. I'm a big stickler when it comes to ownership of data. And a lot of times when we have all of our data in the cloud, questions of property gets involved, at least in my mind. You can call me uber geekish on that kind of thing, but whatever. I do consider those things. When it's between devices, it's node to node, right? A peer to peer. And I appreciate that much more than having to worry about a central service doing the syncing. So that's what I really appreciate between the Playbook and the BlackBerry, utilizing this BlackBerry Bridge. So let's kind of go over on how that would be done. If you're getting a Playbook, you would basically go. I clicked on settings, and you go to BlackBerry Bridge. You'd hit setup, and then it would basically see it already has my torch on here, and it would tell you what to do. And then you'd go on your phone, and you would have the BlackBerry Bridge here, and you'd say add new tablet. And this thing would display a QR code. Your camera would activate on your phone, and bam, you would scan it, and they would instantly pair. And they would do like waiting and authenticating checking. I mean, a few seconds they'll be paired. So basically, they are aware of each other. And we'll do. I'm already selected in BlackBerry Bridge, and here we are. I can do messages, contacts, the Bridge browser, calendar, BBM, memo pad, tasks, and files. So all of those are communicating with the BlackBerry. Now let's talk about, because I mentioned Wi-Fi hotspots, tethering, and all this other syncing stuff. Tethering is considered that a pass-through method. This guy is using this, let's just say, as a modem, so to speak, right? It is the center of request, so to speak, that would pass through to get data to the phone. The Wi-Fi hotspot, of course, whatever the device is generating the Wi-Fi network, and then it connects to that network, and then data pass through. With the bridge, the best way I can explain it is that the phone is basically connected to the carrier data provider. The relationship between the BlackBerry and the Playbook is a private, just let's call it a private relationship, where this is more or less a projector of what comes onto the Playbook. You can utilize a lot of the Playbook's client-side features, but it then goes to the BlackBerry for everything. It's kind of like sourcing the data to a client shell, if you will, just between their private network. So there's no need for getting like a 3G version or something like that when it comes to just the bridging. In effect, it's keeping this nice private relationship. It's something that I wish other ecosystems would do. That I think would really help out in equaling the playing field and not bloodletting us, U.S. consumers at least, for all of these, in my opinion, very ridiculous pricing. When you already pay for data, then you go on top if you want a Wi-Fi hotspot, and then if you want tethering, it's just ridiculous how much you have to pay, rather than just say, look, here's my package, here's my data. If you go past your data, we're charging you this much. You know, they just make it so simple. AT&T, Verizon, everybody, you know, it's just very frustrating. Anyway, one of my favorite things beyond the messages and all this stuff is the browser. We can connect to the internet. Now, my Wi-Fi is off. See, it says off. All right. Let's go ahead and start the browser up. Let's go ahead. It gave me Google. I think Google's loaded. Now, one thing I wanted to see about client-side power is that Blackberry browsers do not support Flash, but the Playbook does. And I wanted to go to a site that I know for sure uses Flash. So let's go ahead and do that. This is a site that is a motorcycle gear company based in Europe. And did I misspell it? I sure did. Just go over here. And they basically make a very nice motorcycle gear. I won't do too many shameless plugs on the company, but I own a lot of their stuff. Let's put it that way. And I know their website is Flash based. So you can see it. See it? The Flash is loading. See that? Bam. And now it's loading another Flash part right here. It says 0%, and here it goes again. Not as fast as you'd expect on a desktop, but hey, this is not bad. I don't anticipate many people going to use Flash over a bridge, but if you need to really get on the internet and you got some productivity and time-sensitive documents and whatnot, I think you would I think the bridge would be very useful. I think I find that reasonable in terms of speed and loading all this Flash content. So there we have a Flash site. Okay, so let's go to another site. We'll add another tab. Google. Let's see here. Go to a political site. I like to go for central location for news and such. I think this is great. So, very, very useful feature. Very, very useful. We'll go ahead and kill it. See, you cannot beat that type of operating system navigation and task management. Very WebOS-like. It's why I'm very much impressed with Blackberry 10 and hope it has a very bright future. Anyway, that was a little bit on the Bridge browser. Alright, I wanted to do another part of the Bridge here, which is for the text messages or emails. So I'm going to send myself an email from my Pre 2 here. We're going to go ahead and send it. Let's see what happens here. We have 18 messages at the top already. We'll wait and see. 19. Bam. Do you see how that went there? Ugh, out of the camera's range. So very cool. Very, very powerful feature. Anyway, so that's what I like about the Blackberry Bridge. I just showed a few examples. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.